How goes it? I know I look funny because I'm on my phone because it's going straight up and down. Yeah, and I got to watch where Thumper is too. My rabbit. He is a Holland lot. Where is ya? Where is ya? Huh? Where is that bunny? Oh, you see that? Oh my goodness. What's going on? I'm on TV. All right. Let's see. Let's go to comment. And then let's go here. Oh, wait a minute. You know, let's see. Guess. How do I link? That's the thing. Let's see. Broadcast info. Layout. Broadcast info. No. No, it's not it. They've got banners. Create a banner. We don't want to create a banner. Summarize talking points and display calls to action. This is an example of a banner. Click on the banner to show it on screen. All right, well, let's do that. Let's edit that. Let's get rid of this. This is like the first time doing this, so this is kind of neat. How about this? The hobby time modelers live stream. Okay. Scroll. Oh, like a ticker. Oh, that'd be cool. And save. All right, check it out. Oh, snap. Look at that. Now I can put the titles of people under there and make it go by. All right. I'm like a kid in a candy store now. This is kind of cool. I'm gonna say. So, well, welcome to the live stream. Don't know how long it is. I got an idea of what I want to do on this live stream, but we'll see. We'll go from there. Just got out of church, so the rest of the day is basically just kind of like a free day. So I figured, you know what? I don't want to squash on anybody's toes for live streaming here because I don't know if anybody is live streaming today. And I don't even know how many people are actually going to watch, only because it's the day before. It's a Sunday. You know, people have their own agendas. People are on vacations. And, of course, it's the day before the 4th of July. But c'est la vie. Matter of fact, I even have one of my own videos. I'm Rascal from Rascal's Hobby. My real name's Eric. But I have one of my own videos actually set to go live in 15 minutes. And how I did that is on YouTube. What I did was I went ahead and I uploaded and scheduled. So all the videos for the last 4 days, well, tomorrow will be the 4th, but for 4 days straight, I uploaded them, I made them, and then I scheduled them. And then it's like you fire and forget, walk away, and come what may. If anybody, I don't know about comments because I'm not on YouTube. I'm on YouTube, but my phone is on the StreamYard. And I'm not sure what would happen if I minimized this window and went to YouTube. We can try. Hopefully you're still seeing me. It still has the little record icon there. This one says live. This is on. No. Get out of there. Let's see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yes, Buck. I just noticed that. Buck scheduled his for 1 p.m. Okay, so this will be quick. This will be quick. But I want to go to Hobby Time Modelers. One watching. Okay, 6 minutes ago. Okay, so you can hear me, but it's like frozen. Isn't that weird? You know what? I'm wondering if it's because I am in YouTube. Okay. Hey. All right. So hopefully this is showing up. Again, I can't check it. I can't test it out to see. I think minimizing the video might affect this. Is video good? I don't have a link. I don't know how to get from the phone. I don't know how I have a link. And I think this freezes every time I minimize the window. I think I have to have this window up. If I'm on the phone, so question mark. Yes. Yes, question mark. Let's see. Stream. Oh, maybe that is the stream link. All right. I don't know. Let me try. I think that's the link, guys. I send it in Discord. Buck is on currently. Again, this is going to be quick. I'm testing this out. I'm testing this out. Can I go this way? Woo! Hey! Whoa! I'm having fun. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. In my world, I'm a happy guy. I don't mind. I don't mind doing this test stream to see what does what. Fred Henry, hey, how's it going? I don't have a clue what I'm doing. Yes, Buck. Of course, you guys didn't see it, but he posted on Discord. He has a stream coming up. Buck from Buckman's Model Mania. He has a stream coming up. Oh, they're good. Awesome. See, comms. Comes a video guy. I knew what you meant, man. No, the whole process with this is on my phone. So Fred, this is kind of like, and this is the first time I've actually, hey, let's use this. Let's do this. I don't know how to send a link on my phone. Now, again, if I was smart and brought my laptop down here, I probably should have started it from there and then used my phone sort of as a secondary to kind of like, okay, you know, this is what we're working with. But this is very short. Fat thumbs and spell checks suck. Amen to that, brother. I am constantly doing that. Again, this is a test stream. I want to make sure it's a learning curve. Yeah, because you guys, I believe you do StreamYards as well. Sorry, memory. I know you. I know the name, but unfortunately, due to military accident, memory's not so good. I can remember bits, but yeah, I believe I know what you. I was on Facebook and it was working pretty good, so I think they're both working. Outstanding. Thanks, Chris from Classic Plastic 101. And anybody watching this in the future, go check out these guys' channels, by the way. Classic Plastic 101 and Fred Henry. They do really good work on models. And I approve this message. StreamYard and Restream. Yeah, Restream. I tried both of those. And those weren't too bad. Those weren't too bad. Restream was a little bit more simplified, I think, at least from the short amount of time I had with it. And then I tried this one and then Streamlabs. And Streamlabs was like this, you know, insane. Like you could go so far with Streamlabs. And it was really, really cool. Hey, no, anytime, Fred, anytime, like for real. You know, I believe there needs to be more love between modelers. I think the modeling community itself is an amazing community, but I think there needs to be less self-promoting and more group promoting. As in turn, no, when I say group, I mean like other people. and to get the word out. And there's a lot of channels out there that have like minuscule numbers to them. But they're putting their effort, they're putting the time in, and they love doing what they're doing, which is modeling. And they're not seeing a lot of love. The name's not getting out there, because I noticed that people will push out, bigger channels, but you got to think of the little guys. Rick, how's it going, buddy? We are, well, I know I am. I got out of church. Today is sort of a free day. We have been on the go and just busy. Busy. Is that how they put it nowadays? They are completely busy. So I took this opportunity, and it's a short opportunity. Buck, again, in an hour or a little over an hour at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, Buck will be doing a live stream from his channel. He'll be doing the Route Master. The Route Master is a parts work model, and this thing is freaking huge. So make sure to check his channel out. Buck from Buckman's Model Mania. That's it. I mean, Buckman's Model Mania. That's his channel. When I get this squared away and settled, you'll see the ticker right there. Okay, I'm gonna have people's channels listed underneath there. Probably random, the ones that because we got together collectively and we paid the money for a year worth so far of StreamYard, so we can have this ability to do different things and to have different people. So there are 5 of us that do this collectively for Hobby Time Modelers. That's the new group that we started. Not a group to like, let's get numbers and massive amounts of people. It started out, not right now. It really started out as, that was my kids. It started out as, we need a place to stay kind of thing, so we were homeless modelers. we needed that, and we saw other groups and they were okay, but we just wanted something for us. We didn't want to blend in or anything like that. So Hobby Time Modelers, you'll find us on Facebook, you'll find us on YouTube. It's not a have to, it's if you want to. So 70s Camaro. Oh yeah, the 70s Camaro, Chris. Let's see. I'm checking through when it first came out. Guys are lucky. Yeah, the Jungle Gym, Chris. That came out really good. And love the funny car. Yeah. Rick's here. Chris is here. Fred Henry's here. Blue Streak Customs. Welcome, buddy. If you haven't, if you don't know who he is and you don't know what he's about, pop over to his channel. You won't be disappointed. So make sure you give Blue Streak some lovin's there. There we go. Hey, Chris, again, it's, thanks. That's great. Thank you. You're welcome. But I think, I don't know, maybe I'm more of a in peace mode right now. But, for real, I just think that the more we spread the word, that's why I hated the YouTube options, come to think of it, where it distinctly separated, kid content, non-kid content. I think if we were able to blend not only the comments with the filters and stuff, but the comments and with, okay, this is for kids, I think a lot of kids would enjoy this hobby. Think of Bandai right now and the Snap Kits, and how like awesome it would be for a kid not to just receive, hey, look, I got a TIE fighter, but hey, look, I built this myself. Look at my TIE fighter. There would be a lot more appreciation and a lot more like enthusiasm if we were to start reaching out to the younger crowd. But YouTube almost like says no, because God forbid you let a word slip, or your kid walks by in the background by accident. Oops, now you're flagged. And I think that side of YouTube is kind of messed up. But what the hell can you do, right? See, hell, I said hell. Well, there goes the PG rating right there. You are so welcome. You are so welcome, Blue. I hear you, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'm getting my sea legs for StreamYard, which is why this is kind of a test stream right now. Rick, yes, and I've talked with Buck specifically about it. He's not a culprit. I'm just saying that Buck and we do a lot of communique, and both him and I agree that we want things toned down. We don't want smut being thrown around, and language. I mean, if somebody feels the need to actually type out a cuss word or to type out an inappropriate word, they really have no business being on our stream. I know that sounds pretty harsh, but we're trying to create that family-friendly atmosphere. And I know it can be done. It's hard work because a lot of people out there don't have the same mentality or the same thought process as, say, myself or the guys that will be streaming for HTM. No, it didn't, Fred. It didn't. And that's what I was touching on, because I have 3 kids that like to model. They don't like to model like I do, like a lot, but I've got my twin girls. They just turned 7. I got them doing a Reaper dragon. It's a pretty decent sized dragon, so they can slop paint on it all over the place. My boy, and again, all these videos were lost thanks to some jerk hacking my account, but I had videos of my boy, my girls, and they were, family, modeling, and they love it. I just don't know if I'm going to be recording them again and putting them up on YouTube. That was a lot of memories that were lost, that I'll never get back. Some of us older YouTube content creators had to set our settings in order to stay compliant. Yes, Fred, absolutely. Like my personal channel, and I do believe we set that for Hobby Time Modelers as not made. These videos are not made for kids, and I just think that just sucks. I don't ever want to see modeling become a dying art. As a veteran, as an Army veteran, that does have PTSD, modeling has always been that binding agent for me, to decrease stress, to eliminate a lot of the what's going on in my head with the PTSD and whatnot. So I would hate to see modeling go the way of the dodo. I really would. I absolutely love it. I'll show you. Just doing working on the Panzer IV tank. It's the parents' responsibility to allow what their children watch. Absolutely, and we do that my wife and I, we do that with our kids, and they know exactly what's appropriate, what's not. And what's even better is that I can go see exactly what they're watching right then and there and not even be in the same room. I can hop on my phone going, okay, what's the history? Is this appropriate content? And if it's questionable, I go immediately right to them and say, dude, got to get off. And they understand that because they know when, dad talks, they don't want Daddy Bear coming out. They've seen it too many times and they don't want that. Salty old sailors. Model, your outlet. Absolutely. Absolutely. We can't let this hobby go away with us and our generation. You know, the only way that modeling will ever continue is if we introduce it to newer generations. And you know, YouTube being the most popular outlet. Now I know there's other stuff out there like Vimeo. I know Chris from Classic Plastic tried Vimeo, and I followed him over there, and that was a few years back when YouTube like hit the fan kind of thing. I am sorry that you, Fred, that you have PTSD as well. It's a nightmare for my wife and kids. It was. I've been going through therapy finally. It's called EMDR, and it's been helping a lot. And anybody that's known me knows that there is a 180 difference between before I started EMDR last year and now. I'm a completely different person. So it's made a huge difference and impact in my life. And it's something maybe you want to, you know, I don't know, with your local VA, you know, and just kind of throw that out there. I was outsourced because there's nobody qualified to do EMDR in there. But, you know, even when the VA says, dude, you're nuts, you need help, you know, we can't do it, we're sending you somewhere else. Yeah, you know, you're mentally screwed. Where's that like? Oh, yeah, buddy. Beginners are starting at an older age. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could kind of see that, Rick. Made leaps and bounds over these years. Amen to that, Fred. Man, amen to that. Because again, it's hell. It's hell on the people around you, like your family. But it's even worse for us that have to deal with it from the moment your eyes wake up. And sometimes it's not even that. Like last night, I had let's just say military dreams, and you know, sometimes it's just a nonstop. So. Oh, it's a classic. My grandkids have interest in the hobby. Right on, Chris. But they do like to see them already built. They'll spend hours in my basement and room when they're all displayed. That's awesome, Chris. A hobby to my kids and grandkids, but none have a real interest in it yet. Yes, that is the key word, Rick. Keep trying, man. Oh, no interest, I mean. Oh, okay. But I don't have near as much problems as I used to. Right on, and congrats, man. It's you're right. I mean, it doesn't. It never goes away. But you know what? You have an online community beyond veterans that you might meet at the VA or friends of yours or even your family. You know, you have what I call my modeling family, my online, my second family, which is all you guys. I know that sounds weird because you guys probably saying, oh my God, this guy doesn't even really know me and he's already calling me family. Dude's a freak. I am a freak, but I'm a happy freak. So anyways, I believe in that camaraderie. It's almost resembles the camaraderie that I remember when I was in the service. I'd give anything for that back. But this right here is like so close to that same level of I would take one for you, you know, just because, you know, kind of thing. So tense as they used to be. Right on. Cool beans, man. Oh, yeah. Well, I was sitting with a tank in my hand. So anyways, going back to the stress that Fred and I is talking about, to do that, these were separate panels. Okay. This I did not do. These actually came with the kit. So it came as one full piece. All right. And what I had to do is I had to etch the lines enough to cut it out. And then I put these two in. So these two pieces are actually glued to these two pieces. All right. So that actually was one piece, just like that. Now, I am so close to having this done. You'll notice that the detail still needs to be painted, like these extra tracks. I've seen colorized photos. Let's see if I can get close enough. I've seen colorized photos of this machine gun being the same color as the tank itself. So I'm not sure if I'm going to paint that machine gun, because I now, unless they colorized it wrong, that machine gun in a couple pictures was the same yellow. Now this is the 1943 scheme, the North African scheme. So all these guys on YouTube have helped me greatly overcome my nightmares, drama, PTSD. Got that right. We're here to lean on. We are all brothers and sisters in the hobby. Amen, Rick. Spence, how's it going? It is working. It is working. I was just telling him. Fred and I were on the discussion of how the hobby helps, veterans like us with PTSD. And I was telling him, I had this in my hand because I'm gonna do some detail work on it. Maybe I can get a little bit more light over here, right? Progress, but slow. This is the guy that I painted up. He's one of the German crew members for this Panzer IV tank. I need to do the eyes, and I need to polish up the face a little bit. Okay, so that's the dude sitting there, and I got the commander. Pow. Got the commander done. And like I said, I hope this comes out. It's pretty clear. Again, I have to do his eyes, and then a little bit of touch up on his face. This Panzer IV came with just the two crew members. I know some tanks come with actually more, but this version of the tank came with two, and this is a 1/32nd. Now, I always thought that military models, their standard was 1/35th scale. It is not. Well, it is, but this one isn't. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you. Why? It is what it is. Don't pay. All right. Back to models. Yay. Don't point that thing at me. I will. Hey, thanks, Chris. Thanks, Spence. DTs. I would not be okay if I came with a disease that made your hands tremble and shake. I do know of a couple people where that is an issue, and I really do heartfelt feel bad for them, because to have it up here, but to not have it right here, that would be the ultimate nightmare for me. But yeah, okay. Been live for about a half hour now. Sweet. I got the ticker, like I said, this ticker right down below, boom, that says welcome to Hobby Time Modelers. That will change. Again, I'm streaming now this is cool. I'm streaming to my channel, my YouTube channel, okay? So my YouTube channel, the Hobby Time Modelers YouTube channel, and the Facebook group for Hobby Time Modelers. Right now, all at the same time. So this is pretty cool. Spence, I was keeping it anonymous. I wasn't gonna throw your name out there. And I'm glad it's not bad most of the time. I know you and I had talked about it, but it's not my place to throw things out there. But yeah, again, I feel bad for the guys that there's a couple old guys that I watch. I don't know if anybody has heard of this guy on YouTube. His channel name is his name, Ron Calvary. It's something like that. Ron Calvary or Cavalry or something like that. And he does the 1/200 scale ships, military ships, right? And I, not dissing him, but this guy is older than dirt. I mean, he's got to be like, I don't know, in his late 80s or something like that. Man, this guy's still rocking, and he does fine, just fine work. And I'm like, I'm not, he's half my age. No, delete, retract. He's twice my age. And this dude's doing intricate work. And when I do it, I always like, I'm right there. And then you got this mess in front of you, and it's like, oh, what the hell? Coffee makes my hand shake. Yeah. Okay, Spence.
What the heck is going on here?
Oh, jeez. This is what happens when you leave the back door open, right? I came in for a quick minute, thought I was going to leave, and then this guy shows up.
Hey, Eric, how's it going?
Hey, Spence, yes, he is the one that does 8K resolution. Now, I do not even have my TV is 4K, supposedly, but it's like first gen, so I don't even know if I'm seeing it the way he sees it. But 8K, mind blown.
Hey, Spence.
Let's see.
How's it going, Rick?
You do watch him. Okay.
As a matter of fact.
Coffee? No. Okay. So the reason why I'm just a happy-go-lucky guy right now, just a happy guy, is because I was able to, once a Sunday, this is once a week, the doc doesn't want me on coffee, and you can see why. Okay? This is real coffee. I usually drink half calf. Okay? And I'm kind of mellow, I'm chill, but I had a full cup of honest to goodness coffee. Like real deal. You might as well stick that son of a gun in an IV and just let me walk around with it. That's what church does for people. It is not the Holy Spirit. It is the holy coffee bean. So everybody's saying, hi, Buck. Hi, Buck.
I know they are. I'm putting the comments on the screen, which...
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you can do that. Oh, by touching it. All right.
Yep. Hey, everybody.
Hey, did you see what I did right there? See the tip of my finger?
That.
Look at that. I did a scroll.
I see that.
I almost want like a pat on the head for that because I didn't even realize you could do that.
Right, let me see if I can. No, this is not going to work.
Pat. I don't have coffee. I don't like my. Oh, yeah. Okay, I just read that wrong. Yeah, Fred, absolutely.
Okay, guys, I will be right back. I saw Eric was streaming, so I popped in. My wife has something she wants me to take care of upstairs real quick, so I will be back. Unless Eric, I'm going to drop out of the live stream, but if Eric is still here, I'll pop back in.
Yes, I didn't realize about and I was telling him about the route bus. I was like, because I was like, well, geez, can anybody see me? Can anybody hear me? Am I frozen or whatever? And I did it on there, and I don't know. I went to YouTube. That's what it was. I went to the YouTube channel, and I was like, well, is it being seen there? And I noticed your notification, 1 p.m. the 3rd, and I'm like, oh, well, that's. Oh, I was like, he's screaming. I was like, crap. Okay, so I cut it, and I was like, I'm just going to test this out.
No, don't worry about it, Eric. We got 45 minutes.
Hey, and Spence is right. Coffee to me is like sugar to an 8-year-old.
I have been at work to count how many cups I have before she lets my crew ask me questions. Okay, so I'll be right back, guys.
All right. My admin at work. Okay, there we go. My admin at work. Yeah, exactly, Fred. Blue Streak. It was like 4 episodes of him building his table that he works at. Then 3 more episodes. Build the camera frame over the table, right? Yep, that's Ron. I got to jump out, guys. Need to run to the store. Grab me some Dr. Pepper. I actually will have some later, probably after the stream. If I get back, I'll pop back in. Absolutely. And again, if I knew how this works to send the link like in chat to say, come join, because that's what StreamYards is all about, is you click on the link. The guy, like whatever, like for me right now, the guy would like, okay, here's the link. He'd post it in the chat. And then you guys would be like, oh, if I want to join, you click on that and boom, you'd pop up and you'd be part of the stream. I don't know how to do that. But you take care, Rick. So I showed you the tank crew, showed you the tank. The only other mini I have in progress, I have other things in progress. Oh, yeah. Okay, so if anybody's watched my videos on the Queen Mary 2 build, check this out. I sprayed it Rust-Oleum 2X, both primer and paint. I allowed 2 to 3 days in between to fully dry, and what I thought was curing. Now, I don't know. I still don't know. When I looked at the final result, it was crackled. Not cracked as in separated, but like crackled, right? So you had all this like lightning across it kind of thing. And it was bubbled, crackled, you know, that kind of thing. So anyways, I was like, crap, take 2, sand, redo. It crackled again. However, it didn't crackle as bad. So it was a smaller area, right? Full coffee and Dr. Pepper? Yeah. Yeah. Right? You can copy the URL in the search bar at the top. You mean that's all that is? No way. I'm going to flip you guys around. Now I see the step away from the Rust-Oleum. Yes, Fred, it is. I'm stepping away. Oh, crap. Hey, actually, wait a minute. I'm glad you're here. They said to click on or to copy the URL thing and post it. I can't post. I can't post to a comment on my phone, so that's something to keep track of.
You mean to invite people or to what are you talking about?
I see, yeah, to like, hey, if you want to join, come on in.
Down at the bottom there, you should have a bar down at the bottom.
Here, I'll turn the phone so you can look. Yeah, did you see that? It didn't work.
At the bottom, I have mute, stop cam, settings, share, and invite.
I have none of that. I have mic, cam, guests, and more.
Try more.
Post comment. There we go. Chat. I did it first. First, baby. Okay, not like that's a big deal, but anyways.
Actually, let me see. Yeah, because I didn't post it. You posted it twice, actually.
Oh, I thought that was you. I saw Hobby Time Modelers post, and I'm like, oh, yep, it's up there. Okay, cool. And it's up there twice.
Eric, if I post it, it comes out like this.
And switch to Tamiya. Fred, that's exactly what I want to try and do. I have these paints, okay? The the MSP paints from Reaper. Okay. I also use, and I'll showcase this particular beauty because this is going to be painted on my 67 Plymouth GTX, baby. This is a color shift called Purplicious. I love that. I think it's going to come out awesome on, but I don't know how well it'll spray through an airbrush. But yes, so.
Trying something here, Eric.
Sounds like maybe you didn't get that spot wash clean enough. Maybe some leftover oil and whatnot. That could be, Spence. I thought of that, and I was like, well, when I sanded it the second time, because I did wash it, but when I sanded it the second time, because this is the third iteration of this paint job, and it's still in the process of doing it.
So this is weird, Eric. Because we're both signed on, it posts twice, and when it posts named, it's you. Hey, look,
I thought there can only be one. Hey, how's it going?
What's going on?
No, there can only be one. That's like the Matrix and stuff.
Well, it looks like y'all got it figured out now.
Oh, we'll get you up. All right, cool.
It's a learning curve. Trust me, I know.
Oh, dude, I mean, for real, I hate sounding dumb, but when it comes to doing a lot of this stuff nowadays, I feel absolutely retarded. Yeah, and it is what it is. I mean, and people will be, I'm looking for something, and then I feel like my kid, because when I tell them, hey, go pick that up on the floor, they walk around that item for probably 15 minutes, and I'm like, dude, it's like right there. Okay, just pick it up. People like, Buck will say, hey, press this button right there, whatever. And I'm like, I don't see it. And I'll be looking. My eyes will go right around it, just like my kid in a toy.
Hang on, like this, Eric, push this button right here.
When it comes to the computer, or especially this thing right here, if I ever have a problem, I go to IT. IT does not stand for internet technology. It stands for an intelligent teenager. Yeah. You go outside, go to your neighborhood, and just go, I need IT help, and some intelligent teenager just looks at you and goes, dumbass.
Oh my God. I still got to remember that, man.
Hey, Eric. And guys, guys, is there a echo off of my stream
Negative.
when I talk? Or is there?
Negative. Everybody's. What happens when you get like a reverb or an echo when you open, what are we in? StreamYard? Okay. StreamYard or Restream, if you leave your YouTube page open and then go to not open, I'm sorry. If you leave it open, you got to go down in the very bottom corner where you mute just YouTube. You mute that, then you come back to when you go to Restream or StreamYard, leave that audio open, because if you leave YouTube open and you leave either one of the two Restream or StreamYard platforms open with the audio open on both of them, that's when you get the reverb. It sounds like you're echoing, like that. It's like you're hollering down a cave or something.
That was the best impersonation of Buck I've ever heard in my entire life.
You can make that check payable to Pappy at West Georgia Rods and Customs.
I understand that. It's just funny whenever I am hosting and we have multiple people, if I don't have headphones on, because of the arrangement of my speakers, because my speakers are Bluetooth, and my Yeti Nano will pick it up and repost the sound, and nobody else is heard except through that. It's really weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of a lot of the lives that I get in on. We'll get a rookie. I hate to call them that, but sometimes we'll get somebody that's joined in that's not familiar with it, but it's actually comical. I love it.
Yeah.
And you just have to go find you an IT guy. Who's an IT? It's an intelligent teenager. He'll tell you how to do this.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, Spence.
Yeah.
It's funny because the first time somebody joins the stream, the first thing you say is, turn off your sound.
Right. Turn off your sound. Huh? How am I going to talk? Well, you'll figure it out.
Yep.
You will figure it
Oh,
out.
okay. Okay, so here we go. That ripple is not there. This needs to be repainted again. But you can see where a lot of the crackle effects took place. Those had to be sanded off, and that's where it actually crinkled.
Looks like she hit an iceberg, Eric.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, right.
That's weathering. No.
Yeah. Free weathering. Hey, can I? Man,
Yeah.
I got skills.
Hey, just if you want to, instead of sanding all that off, Eric, I would suggest don't sand it. You'll be taking detail off. What scale? Okay, you could take that.
Eric,
Oh,
have I shown the decal before?
No, that looks good though.
I'd go to.
He's doing the same, Pappy.
Yeah.
He's doing the same. This is the 1/400 scale Queen Mary 2.
Oh wow.
Yep.
She's a big one.
I started the USS Enterprise back about a year ago. Oh my God. Now I was just like, am I going to fit? No, I put it back in the box and Enterprise.
Which one is happy?
Oh gosh, it's the Revell. I forgot what scale. It's not. It fits on my table right here. So it's 1 in
650.
Probably one.
Does that sound about right?
Probably one.
Yeah.
But sentimental reason to the Enterprise. I was stationed on Enterprise when I was in the Navy, so that was. I was just like, oh my God, I know the detail level I can put in this because I spent time on it.
I can imagine you know, from your experience and knowing what's there visually and then seeing what comes out of the box, you're like, this kit looks naked.
That ain't how I remember that.
Right?
Especially on the flight deck. Oh my God. The flight deck and then in the elevator areas, things like that. I remember what the detail as far as the painting, as far as the striping, the hash marks, the this and the that, and everything on the conning tower. Even back, even on the just in general, but you can't, it clouds my mind to go, well, I know what was there, but can I get it to this level of detail on this size? No, I can't. I have to come to reality and go, well, I knew that was there, but the person that's looking at it ain't.
Right. And there is
what I can remember and apply it to to that scale. But
right, and there's a point to scratch building, where you can scratch build a lot, but when it comes to the real finer stuff, if there's no photo etch already made for that, and you just can't go beyond.
No. Mm-mm. That's why it's a lot easier for me to do model car. But I've got several ships out there in my stash. I just one day, during the winter, I was just like, I'm going to build this. And next thing I know, I was like, then again, a car kind of took precedence over some of my builds. So I'll just put it back in the box. I'll pick it up at a later date.
Was it? Let's see.
Oh, that's funny.
Now, I know you ain't that old. I know you're not this old, but I did a 1/700th scale of the Enterprise.
That's a CV6.
That's the ridge. Yeah.
Right. But is this similar to the scale that you're talking about?
Yeah. What scale is that?
That's 700.
Okay, that's one. That's the scale I've got.
Okay, I'd like to do a recent carrier.
I was looking at getting that, but in the 1/350 scale.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
big
would.
boy.
Yeah, that's the big boy. You're right, Mark. That's
I actually have the
The
350.
decals were a booger on this.
And I have the 350 Tamiya Enterprise.
Yeah, I'm
the
trying
Hornet,
to remember.
I'm going to do, being an Air Force, prior Air Force guy, I'm going to do the Hornet as the Doolittle raid.
Oh, wow. Man.
Yeah,
Man.
I bought the B-25s or B-24s to go on it.
Yes.
That's going to be interesting to cram all of them onto that deck.
Yeah. Wow, you know, Buck, that's funny. I've been watching a lot of YouTube's been throwing some great movies on YouTube here lately, free ones.
Oh yeah,
So,
with ads, yeah.
But that Pearl Harbor, they had Pearl Harbor, which, you know, the Ben Affleck one and all that. Anyhow, I've been watching it, but that's a great, you know, that's a great version of the Doolittle raid. I like that one.
Oh yeah, yeah, and that's the thing, is that really is. That was part of the reason that the Air Force actually became a separate service, because it proved how strong air power can be.
Mm-hmm. Yep. My dad, my father, he's passed, but he served in World War II, and he was 8th Army Air Corps, and he served over on the Burma Road, the CIB. And flew. He was a supply. Well, he was a sergeant, staff sergeant, but he was in charge of doing all the loadout and everything. Worked on the planes, but he told me many a story about flying over the Himalayas. They flew from I think Karachi, Pakistan, over the Burma Road. They dropped supplies is all they did. But he told me just many a story about that, and I've read a couple of books. But he told me about having to bail out one time because they had ran out of gas, and they had to bail out. They were about 20 miles from base, and that was where the pilot and the co-pilot, and but the navigator and Dad they bailed out. And they had to be picked up. They got them back to base about 2 days later. And but Dad said the pilot and the co-pilot crash landed, killed both of them. But he used to tell a funny story about they would load, which all their missions was to go and supply the Burma Road during the building of it. So what they would do is they would load donkeys, and the donkeys they would load them down on the ground, get them into the plane, get them in there, close the door, and then they would take off. Well, they take off, they were loaded down so heavy, but they'd have to fly about an hour to gain altitude to get over the Himalayas. They get over the Himalayas, they come in, they start to drop. Then what they had to do, they had the donkeys were all in there with parachutes and with their supplies on their back. Dad had to push the donkeys out the door. He said it was not hard. He said it wasn't hard because all that accumulation of, you know, you got a lot of animals up there. Well, guess what? They're going to poop in there. They're going to pee in there. It was very slick.
Yeah.
He said the pilot would bank it toward the, toward the door, and he would just start pushing donkeys out. He said they would do pew pew pew. They'd tell them they'd get on the box, level it out, whoop, and they're all out, and they'd go back in there. And then when they drive back, of course, they had to clean the plane out.
And imagine all that weight though on that plane, and then all out at once. How much altitude that plane's going to get?
Yeah, it was just like it just get sucked straight up. But yeah, Dad. But like, you know, piggybacking on what you said about the 8th Army Air Corps, and then they seen, you know, after the Doolittle raid, they were like, wow, yeah, we do need a separate department. So of course the Air Force was born.
Yeah. Well, and the funny thing is, from my perspective, you know, in and out of uniform over the last 35 years, the Air Force, I can foresee going back to the Army and the Space Force becoming the only quote unquote air service.
Yeah. I could too.
Yeah.
Because, well, the wars we're fighting now, the Air Force is a lame duck.
True.
Most of the stuff we're doing now is on the ground, you know, person to person against terrorists in caves and stuff like that. You can't do much with an airplane in that situation.
No, you can't. And it's pretty much the type of warfare that we have now. And I'm, you know, it's went from, you know, it's went from like urban warfare to, there's no such thing as jungle warfare. There's no such thing as really urban, you know, and it's just going to be pretty much they're just going to have to, you know, smoke them out. I could sit back and I could go, you know what, man, you could eliminate this in one stroke of a button.
And you're so true. I'm a gravel agitator. Okay, I'm a combat engineer from the 864th. You know, in the Army. And what we were trained in was face to face, hand to hand. You know, because they expected that you're going to get that close. And you're right. You know, right now we're not going building to building with a squad or whatever. It's this guy has like a scope. He can see there's bad guys in that building. Press a button. That building's no longer there. It's now a parking lot. So, so totally different times.
You know, I went in in the 80s. Well, I say the 80s, actually 1980s when I went in. And there wasn't a whole lot of, you know, we learned a lot from World War II. We learned a lot from Korea. We learned a hell of a lot from Vietnam. So we really hadn't had no conflicts, you know, really, you know, come up. But when I went in, we had this little popcorn fart of a war called Grenada.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it was a popcorn fart because I went in, so I know what happened. But we learned a lot from it, and it was urban. There was some urban warfare. There was some jungle warfare. There was some land. You know, there was a lot of, you know, just a lot of different aspects. But then comes, you know, later on, we start hearing about this, and we started, you know, kitting up, and we started training a lot for this stuff. This started called the Middle East, and we were like, Middle East, what's going on over there?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? Yeah. Y'all better start learning how to fight a whole new war, because that's what's going to happen. And sure enough,
you see my BDUs? Okay, here's a good generational gap for you right here. My dad was airborne, and of course, there's his BDUs, right? Mm-hmm. And then here's mine. This right here, you'd stick out like a sore thumb in the middle of a sandbank. So I got out in '98. So we didn't have Velcro patches. We didn't have desert boots and camos and stuff. We were still polishing, you know, our own boots. And
See, Eric, what's funny is I wore both of those uniforms.
You what?
Yeah.
You know, it's really funny because whatever the Army does, the Air Force follows in the uniform. Yep. The Air Force tried to do their own thing one time, and nobody liked it, so the Navy wears that uniform now.
The blue? Are you talking about that blue camo?
Tiger stripe blue. That was the Air Force idea.
I can relate.
Right on.
I remember coming home one time. I take it back. My mother seen a picture of me in my dress whites. I had went to a function. Anyhow, you know, the Navy's got, well, I say the Navy's got the best looking dress uniform, but I kind of have to, I have to go back to the men's department of the Navy, which, you know, my Marine buddies, they got the best looking uniform. But anyhow, I went to a function one time, had my dress whites on, and I sent a picture to my mother. Well, when I would come home, my mother, and I hated wearing them things because they were so freaking hot. and I was stationed in San Diego. But anyhow,
Oh yeah.
so I went to, I sent that picture to my mom. My mother, I was coming home on shore leave. Mom told me, she said, when we pick you up at the airport, you got to have those dress whites on. I'm like, Mom, do you not realize? I don't care. You better be in them. Jesus Christ, really? So I flew back from San Diego to Atlanta, landed in Atlanta, and of course it was during the freaking summer, which, you know, summer in Atlanta is hotter than a 4-ball tomcat.
Humidity, buddy.
I change into my dress whites, and of course my mother and father back then in the 80s, they pull up and they seen they see a, well, by then I was a petty officer. By then they see a petty officer standing out there sweating his balls off, waiting to be picked up on the, you know, side of the terminal, and my mom would pull up and she'd go, "You sure are pretty. You look good." I said, "Good. Take me home. I'm ready to get out of this shit." But yeah, they've the uniforms standards. Some of these, you know, sailors, soldiers, they need to really look and go, golly, I'm glad we don't have to wear that crap no more.
Wow. Yeah, check it out. Check it out. There was just a couple years, maybe even just a year ago, the Army switched back their Class A uniforms to the World War II style.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, whoo. Now, the ones that they made us wear, the Class A's, those were just, I hated those. They have a name for those McDonald caps. Yeah. So anyways, hated it.
You should,
Eric, how's it going? Oh yeah. Okay. So I gotta end this stream. Guys. It's 15 minutes. Buck will be starting his.
All right.
I appreciate you guys showing up and just kind of rolling with the punches. It's always good to chat with some other modelers, especially veterans.
Mine will probably be, unless somebody gate crashes like I did with Eric. Mine will probably be just me.
Really enjoyed it. Look forward to a bunch more. Good luck with it, Eric. Just, you know, if we can help you out, I can help you out. Let me know.
All right, will do, brother. Thanks.
My channel is BUCKMAN's Model Mania.
BUCKMAN's? Okay.
Yep, BUCKMAN's Model Mania. On the front of my YouTube page, I have a featured list, and it's got his channel listed underneath there.
Okay,
have a good one, Rick. Buck will be on 15 minutes.
All right.
Peace out.
Y'all take care. We'll holler at y'all.
Later, guys.